helping hands. We're people helping people, and we're proud that we can say we're always getting better and growing stronger every day. Taking pride in Mobile, haven't you noticed? We've got it all right here at home. Nothing can stop us. Taking pride in where we're going, taking pride in who we are. Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far. There's a feeling of excitement, you can see it everywhere. The pride of our whole region is the heartbeat that we share. The heartbeat that we share. Taking pride in Mobile. Haven't you noticed? We've got it all right here at home. Nothing can stop us. Taking pride in where we're going. Taking pride in who we are. Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far. Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far.
He's always right on time to work, and it's still dark. I bet it must be easy to find somewhere to park.
Yes, sir, you're on the air.
Say the AM radio, it's the Uncle Henry Show. You know you're up when you hear that roll tide roll.
Roll Tide roll.
You can talk bacon grease, you can talk geese, you can talk about the way things used to be. And if you get lucky, you might even talk to Freddie. Talk Congress, crime and cruise ship celibacy, entertainment districts. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
You leave my mama out of this.
It's crushing Ronald Reagan, and don't y'all forget to pray. A celebrity Bible verse to start your day.
Lord have mercy. Read your Bible.
Giant moon pies and ugly ties and ill-named football bowls. Be sure you end your call with Roll Tide Roll.
Roll Tide roll.
You can talk bacon grease, you can talk geese, you can talk about the way things ought to be. And if you get lucky, you might even talk to Freddie. Talk Congress, crime and cruise ship celibacy, entertainment districts. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
Mama out of this. It's horrible.
Let's talk about the Constitution.
I'm uncomfortable being called baby.
Just don't talk about prostitution or
Cut that out.
testosterone.
Don't send me things to click.
You can talk football, baseball, and eating meat, team parties and bringing up children. You can talk city streets, deadbeats, and the way things probably ain't never gonna be. Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
What's the matter with you people?
Talk politics, just leave his mama out of this.
Making songs about my mama. Leave my mama out of this now.
Traffic Center.
If you're traveling in Pensacola, watch for a crash with road blockage North Davis Highway at Scenic. Also a crash with injury and road blockage South New Warrington Road at Commander Street. And we have congestion on Highway 31 from Spanish Fort to Highway 59. It's a 20-minute drive. On the Bayway from the Eastern Shore to the tunnel, it's a 10-minute drive. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is sponsored by Beau Rivage. Comedian Kathleen Madigan brings her sharp wit and hilarious stand-up to Beau Rivage May 2nd. Don't miss an unforgettable night of laughs with Kathleen Madigan. Get your tickets now at beaurivage.com. Some restrictions may apply.
If you see traffic trouble, call the Acadian Windows traffic tip line at pound 250, keyword total traffic when prompted. Acadian Windows, your hurricane protection specialists.
The Uncle Henry Show, weekday afternoons from 5 till 7.
It's always been that way. It hadn't started that way. The last man that we had as a mayor here was old Hartwell. Hartwell did more for this town than anybody ever had before. The lights that are still running up and down Government Street there on those tall poles,
Yeah.
he put them in. He paved some of the stuff going out towards Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He did a lot.
This is the Uncle Henry Show here on News Radio 710 WNTM. Thank you. I appreciate very much you listening to this show. I really do. You're a key component in my daily plan. You are. Just by being a listener. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of the plan. Once again, here we are together, me and you. We're trying to figure out what is going on. What is going on in the world around us? People have either lost their minds or they're ripping us off or both. But we'll figure it out together. We'll do our best. Now, if you'd like to jump in on the show, if you want to produce the show, if you want to call in and bring up a topic or something, feel free to do so. 251-479-2723 is the telephone number. That's 251-479-2723. Email address unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. If you'd like to send an old-fashioned electronic mail message, I'd enjoy that. Theoretically. Of course, now on today's show is a city council meeting. I will share with you things from the city council meeting. In fact, let me start with that. Even though I've got some good voicemail to get to and other topics, let me start with the city of Mobile government, and the council meeting today. Now, they mentioned that this would happen at the council meeting, but it happened after the council meeting today. At 1 o'clock this afternoon, the city of Mobile had a topping out ceremony for the new Mobile Arena that they are building using your tax dollar. And the city of Mobile did release, they put out a press release about this. Let me read to you briefly from the professionally written press release. It reads as follows. The future of live entertainment in Mobile rose to new heights today as city leaders and project partners gathered to celebrate a major milestone in the construction of Mobile Arena. A March 3 topping out ceremony marked the placement of the final steel beam and the completion of the 10,000-seat arena's structural framework. Scheduled to open in early 2027, Mobile Arena will be a state-of-the-art venue providing a new home for live sports, major concerts, and touring events on the Gulf Coast. The $300 million facility will serve as the foundation for continued investment in a new entertainment district on the 22-acre site of the former Mobile Civic Center. So they had this big gathering there. A bunch of city leaders signed this steel beam, the final steel beam. They had the topping out ceremony today. So how is the project going? Today at the pre-council meeting, the project manager, Pat Matheny, I believe is his name, he gave this update. Ben Reynolds, Mobile City Councilman Ben Reynolds, asked for an update on the money and the timing. So here is an update from the project manager that was delivered before the Mobile City Council meeting today.
How about an update on where we're at budget-wise? So we got bricks going up on the walls, which is nice.
Yeah, so we're on budget.
We're on budget, everybody.
I don't have any real concerns about staying on budget at this point.
Good.
Schedule, we're on schedule, but that's a struggle every day until we get completely dried in. There's always a risk of weather issues.
Anytime you want to have something built, you want the person overseeing the project to have a gravelly voice, like this guy, because he sounds, that type of voice tells you experience. It does.
We have had to grant them some weather days already. But we are on budget. We're
on budget.
At this point, we're approximately 50% complete.
50% complete already.
All of the structure, other than the last couple of roof trusses, are done, and those are in process. All the precast brick panels are going on the building. They've wrapped approximately 3 sides. They're now working on the Claiborne side. The upper level cementitious wall panels, that construction started yesterday. So you'll probably see some of the other panels. They've got to build the backing wall for those, but you'll see some of those decorative cementitious panels probably going up in the next couple of weeks. Interior, we're starting to set all the mechanical equipment, which is why this commissioning contract is on the agenda now, because Alabama Power has set all of the transformers and switchgear, so we are now powered up, and we can.
They're powered up now.
Start, energizing and testing mechanical and electrical equipment in the building as it gets installed.
When I talk to people about the arena,
There's Councilman Ben Reynolds.
I've placed a couple friendly wagers with some friends to say that we will be in this building for Mardi Gras of 27.
Do I get a cut of that?
No, definitely not. No. You get plenty. They say that finishing the interior work is really the thing that is hard to finish a project, to get it all buttoned up. Are y'all on a 24-hour schedule now? And if not, when will y'all move to a 24-hour schedule, or is that necessary?
We are not on a 24-hour schedule. We are on a 7-day week schedule. Okay. Hopefully we won't have to go to a 24-hour, but and that's true. When you get to the point of finishes, paint, tile, trim, it always seems like that takes an inordinate amount of time. But we'll do what we have to do to get it ready.
So y'all are equipped if in the event that it's necessary to go to 24 hours, you can do it.
Yeah. Okay. That can be done. Of course, we don't want to, because when you start working people that many hours and multiple crews, you get into safety concerns, and so we don't want to get anybody hurt for the sake of speed. But
thank you, Sam.
Right.
Sam,
Go ahead, madam.
I have a follow-up question.
This is a new council lady, I believe, Councilwoman Ingram.
You talked about the fact that we are on budget, but are we having, when you look at this almost 50% saving, are we under budget?
I'm not prepared to make that commitment at this point, since we're only 50% done. But yes, I think we are under budget, and we will probably remain under budget till.
All right. Well, that all sounds very positive. All right. So there is your update on the Mobile Arena. $300 million tax dollars going to it, and they say that it will serve as the foundation or something down there.
From the Spring Hill
Toyota Traffic Center.
If you're traveling in Pensacola, watch for a crash with road blockage North Davis Highway at Scenic. Also a crash with injury and road blockage South New Warrington Road at Commander Street. And we have congestion on Highway 31 from Spanish Fort to Highway 59. It's a 20-minute drive. On the Bayway from the Eastern Shore to the tunnel, it's a 10-minute drive. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Bakke.
YouTube viewers, if there's any. Yeah, a small number of people are looking. 68-year-old Chris of West Loxley, thank you for looking. Bama Big Man, KP of shirtbutter.com, JD. Tarzan, Pat Nelly, God bless Pat Nelly. Thank you all for looking in on the program, those that are looking in on the program. Congratulations to KP for having tacos tonight. That is always a blessing. It is. Tacos are a blessing. In fact, the special today at Greer's St. Louis Market was mahi-mahi tacos. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. What can I tell you about before going back on the radio? Let's see. Is there any... I know I saw some kind of weird news today that might be something you'd be interested in. Or maybe you'd find it as weird as I did. So let me look. By the way, Lindsay Lohan is been found and she's okay. She's in Dubai, and a lot of her fans have been wondering, is she okay? She's okay. I know that many of you are concerned. All right, let's see. In the weird news, scientists in Australia have taken some brain cells, some living brain cells, and they say that they have trained the living human brain cells to play the first-person classic shooter game Doom. Now, this built on their earlier work where they trained the living human brain cells to play Pong, the first video game, which I actually played. And I knew then it was just dumb to play the game. But now they've taken it up to a first-person shooter game. They're calling it a biological computer. It uses about 200,000 neurons grown on a microchip. Now this, I'm sure this is going to be apocalyptic at some point. I'm sure this is a component that will help build our dystopian future of tomorrow. You heard it here first. They're using brain cells to play shooting games. Thank the Lord there's no real-life application for that. Let's see, what else? There's a Chinese company that has unveiled an electric car that they are claiming goes 217 miles per hour. Sounds good. I never want to drive that fast, but I'd like the option. When I hit the gas pedal, even though I guess an electric car doesn't have a gas pedal, when I hit whatever it is that I'm supposed to hit, I want it to go very fast. Just to get out of the way. All right. Oh, back on the radio.
of the PGA Tour and get a golf course quality lawn the easy way. Sign up at truegreen.com. Then sit back and relax.
News? Check. Traffic and weather? Check. Opinions? Check. This is the Uncle Henry Show, only on News Radio 710 WNTM.
This is the Uncle Henry Show. News headlines coming your way in 10 minutes here on News Radio 710 WNTM. Today, a Mobile City Council meeting. I shared with you news in the first segment of this hour about the construction of Mobile Arena, which is on budget and half completed. Now, let's see just a couple of things from today's Mobile City Council meeting for you. Just a couple of things. Young Mayor Spiro wants you to know that there is a meeting starting up in less than an hour from now at 6 o'clock. This has to do with Perch Creek. This is Dauphin Island Parkway centric, but I have a special love for the Parkway. I do. So I'm going to share this. This is very brief, less than a minute. Young Mayor Spiro talking about a meeting coming up at 6. If you've wanted to go interact with Mobile City officials and CJ Small, tonight would be your chance at 6 o'clock.
I want to talk a little bit about our Perch Creek community meeting that's coming up. We have exciting plans to create a network of parks along Perch Creek. We preserved 190 acres of waterfront there and are working towards creating a connected park district. The goal is to expand public access to water and create opportunities for passive recreational activities.
Passive recreational activities. I like that it's passive.
To get Mobilians out into nature.
Yes, I want to be wheeled out into the sun. I've left instructions that at the end of my life, I do want to be wheeled into the sun occasionally. Pausing the young Mayor Spiro just to say I do love the idea that the city is prioritizing getting residents of the city more access to the waterfront and being able to enjoy the natural beauty of the waterfront.
Tonight at 6 p.m., President C.J. Small will join members of our team at the Gilliard Elementary School for a community meeting to discuss the future of the Perch Creek Preserve. We want to gather input from neighbors and stakeholders alike. If you live along the peninsula or you're just interested in shaping these future public spaces, I hope you will join our project team at 6 p.m. this evening.
All right, so that's at Gilliard Elementary. One more quick thing and this is also brief from the Mobile City Council meeting today. Young Mayor Spiro praising the Museum of Mobile, the Mobile Museum of Art. They've got a new logo and a website, and everybody is excited. If you're in graphic design, listening to this, you should be encouraged. The city is so excited about a new logo. The new logo is exciting.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's seen the Mobile Museum of Art's new logo and website. They're already earning recognition. The team behind the recent rebrand won 3 honors last week at the AAF Mobile Bay American Advertising Awards, including Gold, Silver, and Best in Show. Working with Hummingbird Ideas, the Museum of Art's team redesigned its website and created a striking new logo and brand. Manager of External Affairs, Mary Beth Lurson, also won the Tim Cook 1065 Award for Excellence in Public Relations for her work on the rebrand. I just want to offer a congratulations to the entire MMOA team.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to everybody. It's fun winning awards, isn't it? Now, so if you're in graphic design, go look at the logo. Just look for the Mobile Museum of Art website. Look at the logo, and maybe you want to copy them. Kind of. You can't directly copy because then it wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to see what wins awards, that'll teach you what wins awards. Mobile Museum of Art website and logo. And there were other things at the Mobile City Council meeting today. There were some folks that talked about what they believe is great work being done by Mobile's Animal Services Division. All that and more. You can find the Mobile City Council meeting on YouTube and watch it. It was less than an hour. Politicians even talked and a lot of politician hot air. But still, even with the politician hot air, it was under an hour, which is a blessing for the citizenry. All right, here we are. Uncle Henry Show, 251-479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. I do have voicemail I want to get to on the program. So I'm going to go to one before we go to our news break, which is coming up here in just a few minutes. This voicemail came in this afternoon, and this, I believe, has to do with both Alabama and national politics.
Yes, this is BR. I just wanted to share this. I'm sure y'all have been watching TV occasionally, as I do. And we've got our very own little rhino, Katie Britt, trying to railroad another rhino into our state. Please don't vote for him. Don't vote for her man that she's trying to put in office. He won't be nothing but a yes man for McConnell if McConnell stays in his position, which it don't look like he will. Don't vote for her man. Katie Britt is a rhino, and I heard on the news here about 2 weeks ago, somebody confronted her about her insider trading, and she would not answer the questions. She's nothing but a money-hungry little rhino. She don't care. Wake up, Alabama.
All right, BR calling in a voicemail. Voicemail number is 251-216-1976. That's 251-216-1976 to leave a message for the Uncle Henry Show the way BR did. Now, I've not heard her called that. You're the BR. I haven't heard her called that. I haven't heard her called that yet, but you're the first one to get to the Uncle Henry Show and pronounce her a rhino. Now, I do know that she does. There are some leftists up in the Senate that she really does love. Some of the leftists. Here is young Katie Britt talking about working with and loving the leftists.
Some of my very best friends in the United States Senate are people who I don't share political views with. One of which is Senator John Fetterman from Pennsylvania. John and I became, everybody knows John, right? We became friends at freshman orientation in November and maintained that friendship through. They don't tell you this, but when you're a new senator, they put you in the basement of Dirksen.
Oh, no.
Which means that you have cinder block walls, no windows, and a lack of air conditioning.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, John and I were down there together. And as we worked through, and I told you, as I was thinking about how am I approaching this, how am I going to make a difference, he was doing the same thing. And we bonded. And when he was brave enough to say, I have some mental health challenges and I am going to seek help because treatment works, he invited me to Walter Reed to visit him.
She has bonded. BR, she's bonded with Fetterman. They have bonded over their lack of air conditioning as freshman senators.
Time saver traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design.com Traffic Center.
And we have a crash on Scenic Highway at North Davis Highway. Also a vehicle fire on North Old Palafox Highway at Fulton Avenue. And an accident on New Warrington Road at Commander Street. We also have congestion developing on Highway 31 north from Spanish Fort to Highway 59. It's an 18-minute drive. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is...
All right, YouTubers, the news headlines. They are approaching.
Ravage, May 2nd. Don't miss an unforgettable night of laughs with Kathleen Madigan. Get your tickets now at beauravage.com. Some restrictions.
I can't remember who she is.
Big trouble. Call the Acadian Windows traffic tip.
Unforgettable night of laughs.
Word total traffic when prompted. Acadian Windows, your hurricane protection specialists.
Hello, I'm Cameron Taylor with Fox 10 News. Here's a look at your headlines this Tuesday. A Pensacola man facing up to 5 years in federal prison after authorities say he threatened the president. 46-year-old Marcus Hamlet was indicted in federal court following a joint investigation by the Secret Service and the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. Hamlet made his first court appearance this week, and if convicted, he's looking at a $250,000 fine on top of prison time. His trial is currently set for April 6th. The U.S. Coast Guard searching the waters near Mobile Bay right now for a missing boater. Officials saying Travis White was last heard from Monday afternoon, north of Dauphin Island. He was on a 22-foot white Maycraft that never returned. If you have any information about this or spotted that boat in the bay, call the Coast Guard right away. A multi-agency manhunt ends with an arrest in Citronelle. Authorities saying Sean Chance was taken into custody Monday afternoon. Chance was wanted out of Louisiana for failing to comply with sex offender registration requirements. The U.S. Marshals and local police tracked him down without incident. He is now facing new felony charges in Mobile County and is currently behind bars at Metro Jail. You can get your latest news and weather on our website, fox10tv.com, and the Fox 10 News app. I'm Cameron Taylor with Fox 10 News on this iHeartRadio station.
This is News Radio 710, WNTM.
Fox News, I'm Angelo Bavaro. Iran launching missiles towards Tel Aviv in retaliation for the U.S. and Israeli strikes.
We just saw one interceptor go off the skyline, soar through the air toward one of these incoming Iranian ballistic missiles. This has been a back and forth throughout the day as the Israelis are trying to target as many of these positions as possible.
Fox's Trey Yingst. The State Department's worldwide caution alert still in place. Secretary of State Marco Rubio calling for Americans stranded abroad to reach out to the State Department if they need help getting home.
We need people to call in so we have their name, we have their contact information, we have their location and their request. So as these opportunities begin to open up, we can act very quickly to reach them.
Iran continuing to target U.S. government buildings across the Middle East. America is listening to Fox News.
With advertising where one size fits all, you get it from a vending machine. I'm Melissa with iHeartRadio. I help businesses grow with custom ad plans. Call me at 251-648-8378.
2026 marks a century of impact with United Way of Southwest Alabama. When our neighbors...
YouTube viewers, going to be back on the radio here in about 2.5 minutes. Let me see. Let me double check and make sure I still have a small number of people looking at the show. Yes, a small number there. Thank you for looking. 68-year-old Chris, thank you for telling about the invasive hornets. Appreciate that. Now let me see, what can I tell you about while waiting to go back on? Okay, there is a new... Accidentally clicked on a link I shouldn't have clicked on. That happens when you're looking at the weird news. All right, this is funny. In the state of Washington, they have a Department of Licensing that has an automated phone system. And when you call, it says press 1 for English, press 2 for Spanish. And for several months, when people press 2 for Spanish, instead of hearing a Spanish voice, they hear an AI voice speaking English in a strong Spanish accent. The Washington State Department of Licensing is apologizing and says it's trying to fix the problem. They don't know how it happened. They're trying to figure it out. They don't even know how it happened.
Select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
This is the Uncle Henry Show. You can also hear me on FM radio. I play country music on 95 KSJ, Monday through Friday between 10 and 2. Tomorrow, I'll have your chance to win tickets to see Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean's going to be at the Wharf in Orange Beach Saturday, August 29th. Tickets go on sale Friday. Your chance to win tickets coming at 11:15 tomorrow on 95 KSJ. You can also enter for a chance to win Jason Aldean tickets at our website, newsradio710.com. Just go to newsradio710.com and you can look under contests and find the Jason Aldean contest. Enter there. Or if you're listening to this show on the iHeartRadio app, just tap contests and you'll be able to enter there. 251-479-2723, the telephone number here on the Uncle Henry Show. Hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry, how you doing?
Snake Trapper, I'm doing great. What's going on with you?
Uncle Henry, the snake activity in Mobile is picking up, brother.
Really?
Yes, sir. I have seen my second and third snake of the year, Uncle Henry. A neighbor sent me a picture about 11 o'clock for a snake identification, Uncle Henry. It wound up being what I call a corn snake. Now, people here in the South like to prefer to them as a red rat, so you can call them a red rat or a corn snake.
Okay.
And then a work buddy sent me. His wife sent him a picture at noon, wanting for a snake identification in her flower bed. Now that one wound up being a large garter snake, Uncle Henry.
Okay.
And there's something out there about a garter snake people need to know. A garter snake is a non-venomous snake, but a bite from that snake is very toxic to a small rodent like a rat or a mouse or a small bunny or something like that. But it'll have a small effect on a human. Now, it could vary, but you're at least going to get redness, a little pain, and swelling. But humans are pretty much immune from that toxic bite from a garter snake. So this was a very large garter snake. They tend to seem to top out at about 18 inches, and this one here looked to be somewhere around 20, 22 inches. It was a large garter snake.
Wow,
So,
okay.
I just want people out there to know to beware that the activity is picking up, Uncle Henry.
All right, so activity is picking up. What will the mood of the snakes be at this point? Are they ornery, or are they ready for spring and they're just happy to be out?
They're not ornery, Uncle Henry, but every one of them are definitely hungry. So they are looking to feed. They've been tucked away for the winter time, and, it's probably been several weeks, if not months, before some of them have eaten. So they are definitely looking for some food. So if you happen to come across them, just kind of give them a little room. They won't hurt you or nothing, but you definitely don't want to get bit by that garter snake. Like I said, it is definitely a non-venomous, but it is one of the few snakes in the world that its bite is very toxic.
All right.
They would call it. But, yes, sir, no venomous snakes yet, Uncle Henry. So I think this year, Uncle Henry, I'm going to go hard on trying to find that big timber rattler, that big rattlesnake, because, man, I think it's time to have some. I haven't had any fried rattlesnake or timber rattler in a long time, Uncle Henry, and it's about time for it. So anybody out there in radio land, if you're in the Wilmer area, keep your eye out. I will make a trip out there to get it if you can happen to capture or kill one. You know, you don't want it to sit around dead for a couple of days and then give me a call. But if you've killed it within a few hours, definitely reach out to me. I will come get it.
Very, very good. And people can find Snake Trapper on Facebook. Just look, it's 2 words, Snake Trapper on Facebook. Snake Trapper, thank you for the snake update.
Yes, sir, Uncle Henry. And with that Katie Britt, that John Fetterman, Uncle Henry, he's kind of like I guess you would call him a JFK Democrat. And that Katie Britt, man, she's a little cutie. So I don't think she's a rhino. I did when she first started running, but, back when she was first elected into the Senate. But as far as I'm concerned, I've been pleased with her, Uncle.
All right, well, hey, thank you, Snake Trapper. I appreciate you throwing that in.
Yes, sir, Uncle Henry. You take care, my buddy.
All right, there he goes. Snake Trapper. 2 words. He's already getting, people are sending him pictures of snakes for identification. It's what a wonderful, we gotta work on a plan to monetize Snake Trapper so that Snake Trapper can really also earn while identifying the snakes and just enjoying all of the snake. I guess he's building his own snake community in Mobile. 251-479-2723, the telephone number here on the Uncle Henry Show. Now, I've got another voicemail. Now, this is not about snakes. This is longtime caller Buford. Last week, he left a message saying that the hardest Mardi Gras partying he had ever seen in his life was from the World War II generation. And I asked him, I said, do you have any examples? Because I've never heard anybody talk about differences in the way the generations approached Mardi Gras and how hard they partied. Buford made the claim that the World War II vets, that their generation partied harder than any other generation he's been around. So Buford called back in to tell me a couple of stories.
Henry, this here's Buford. Henry, mentioning you wanted some World War II veteran Mardi Gras partying stories.
Yes.
Henry, I tell you, Henry, when I got into Mardi Gras at 21 in my society I'm in now, there were still some not Mardi Gras, but there were still some World War II generation fellers that were still fairly active in it. I guess in that time they were in their mid to late 70s, and a lot of them were still pretty good and healthy. And I couldn't keep up with them. I couldn't keep up with them drinking-wise or just as long as they'd go partying. Henry, we'd have our normal meeting, and they'd pull out the illegal dice table, and, buddy, they'd be shooting dice till 3, 4 in the morning.
Now, this was a regular meeting. What was this, like a Tuesday, Thursday night meeting?
The illegal dice table, and, buddy, they'd be shooting dice till 3, 4 in the morning. And the Korean War veteran generation be right there with them, and a lot of them fellers still worked. And we had our meetings in the middle of the week, and they'd be at work the next day bright and early like nothing happened. But, Henry, when they, all of the throws that are banned during Mardi Gras that the riders are not allowed to throw per the City of Mobile ordinances,
yeah,
they were banned because of the World War II generation. Henry used to be able to throw like rubber balls and stuff like that. Well, and this was way before my time, back when the World War II generation was a lot younger and had some more spunk to them.
Yeah.
You know, them storming the beaches of Normandy was not that too distant of a memory for them.
Right.
Henry, they broke every window on Dolphin Street.
What?
Throwing them daggum baseballs and little big old ball bearings and stuff like that. And they did it with the intent to try to break every window on Dolphin Street.
Now, this is something I have not heard this before. So there was an effort. All right, there's more to this message. I'm going to have to come back. I've never heard that. Every window on Dolphin Street. All right, we're going to finish this message up as the Uncle Henry Show continues after the break.
Crews are on the scene of a vehicle fire north Old Palafox Highway at Fulton Avenue. Also watch for a crash with road blockage south New Warrington Road at Commander Street and an accident with road blockage north Davis Highway at Scenic. And it's slow on Highway 31 from Spanish Fort to Highway 59. It's an 18-minute drive. With Times Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Don't.
All right, YouTube viewers, if there's any left, let me look. Yeah, small number there. Excalibur 1-4, hello to you. Congratulations again to KP on having delicious tacos. You know, and I'm reflecting on tacos. They're really, I need to make a note. I'm making a mental note to spend more time with tacos. All right, let's see. Make it stick. Steve, thank you for looking in on the program, Steve. All right, let me see. What can I tell you about? Are there any news items I can share with you? Let's see. I'm already starting to see a lot of daylight saving time stories in the news, so be prepared for hearing all about that. As complaining about the changing of the clock has turned into some kind of a national pastime that we engage in twice a year. You may not engage in it. I certainly do. Now I have to admit, well, I don't have to admit, but I'm going to admit, the clock in my vehicle has stayed the way it was. So it's about I'm about to have the correct time in my car again. For the first time since last fall. Now, let me find some news items to share with you. Going to be back on the radio here in about 2 minutes. Here's one for you. The outdoor clothing company Columbia Sportswear. You may have worn Columbia Sportswear, or you've noticed people wearing it. Well, that clothing company has partnered up with a brewery, Breakside Brewery, to create a new beer. Now, their new beer is called Nature Calls, and this is a new beer that has bear poop infused in the water, used in the brewing process. The beer is allegedly crisp and refreshing, with hints of huckleberry and honey. Now, who asked them to do this? Was there a group of people clamoring for animal droppings in their beer? Is this have I missed this? I'm not a beer drinker. Is people been clamoring for this? Oh, this would just be the one thing that would really make this good is if we had some animal droppings in here. What's the matter with people these days? Something's the matter with people. Something's the matter with the people. These are top executives that decided to do this. Allegedly responsible people. Something's wrong with them.
all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. This is News Radio 710, WNTM, an iHeartRadio station.
Uncle Henry Show, it's 5:50. News headlines coming up in 10 minutes, and then more Uncle Henry Show. In the last segment of the show, I had a voicemail from longtime caller Buford. I'd asked him to, he said that the World War II generation partied harder than any other generation of people he had witnessed during Mardi Gras, and I asked him to share stories about it, and he shared some stories. Let me go back to the voicemail. I didn't finish it. He was telling a story about that generation deciding to throw things, I guess, during a parade, trying to break all the windows on Dolphin Street, on that part of the parade route. Let me go back to the voicemail. I want to hear if there's anything more to this.
Ordinances, they were banned because of the World War II generation. Henry used to be able to throw like rubber balls and stuff like that. Well, and this was way before my time, back when the World War II generation was a lot younger and had some more spunk to them.
Yeah.
You know, them storming the beaches of Normandy was not that too distant of a memory for them.
Right.
Henry, they broke every window on Dolphin Street, throwing them daggum baseballs and little big old ball bearings and stuff like that. And they did it with the intent to try to break every window on Dolphin Street. And they'd have a big old meeting the next day or the next meeting time, and City of Mobile fined the organization $7,000 for all the windows on Dolphin Street being broke. And one group of fellers on the float, they pulled up a 19-year-old girl off the side of the road during the parade and let her ride on the daggum float for a little while for half a dozen blocks.
All right, this would have been pre-barricade, right? Crowds were closer to the floats back in the day?
Then they told her she'd have to lift her shirt up if she wanted to be brought back to her family, and she didn't, so they just kicked her off the float, Henry, right there in the middle of the parade. Another time, one of the maskers got caught peeing in Bienville Fountain.
What? All right, and then the voicemail cut him off. But he called back. He did finish it up. He finished it up. He finished the story. So let me get to the end of this. This is. I did not expect these stories. I didn't expect the. Well, Buford told me that they were wilder. I did not realize how wild.
Sorry about that, Henry. My phone cut off. But anyway, had a master jump off the float mid-parade and running over to Bienville Square. And he got caught peeing in Bienville Fountain. Then after he got done peeing in the fountain, he ran back to the parade and jumped back on his float. And anyway, the police went back to where the ball was being held and said, one of your masters was peeing in the Bienville Fountain. And they said, well, what do he look like? Cop says, I don't know. He's wearing a mask, but he had one arm. President of the organization told him, well, we got two fellers with one arm, so you just out of luck. Henry, they were just absolute madmen when it came to Mardi Gras. And they really were just in a class unto themselves. And Henry, like the meetings, they would have fist fights. You'd have a group of guys that were supporting one guy to be the president of the organization and another group of guys, and they'd have their little election, and if it didn't turn out, they'd end up fist fighting all the daggum time. But And Henry, these are professional men. I mean, these were, professional white-collar fellers. And it just killed me, Henry, that you'd see this side of them, and they were like, the next day in the daytime, they were sweet little old pawpaws. But, man, there was never as hard drinking, hard charging, hard partying, hard womanizing generation in that World War II generation, Henry. It's come way down. I mean, it's way, way, way calmer than it used to be. But anyway, Henry, I thoroughly enjoyed and feel blessed that I was able to be around when those men were still hard at it. I learned a lot from them, and they were ungodly funny. They were hilarious, Henry. They would be funny and not even try to be funny. They'd just be talking to each other, and the stuff they would say, my Lord. Anyway, Henry, that's just a tidbit of it. I do miss that generation tremendously. Anyway, Henry, you have a good day.
Buford, thank you. I really do appreciate that. That is not what I expect. I did not expect the level of wildness that you delivered. So thank you for sharing those stories of World War II era, World War II veteran Mardi Gras partying. All right, I'm moving on to other topics. We're going to get into other things as the Uncle Henry Show continues after the news break.
Securing America.
During a Monday briefing on Operation Epic Fury in Iran,
YouTube viewers, thank you for looking. I appreciate very much you looking at the Uncle Henry Show on YouTube. I will be back tomorrow at the regular time. Have a pleasant evening and a pleasant tomorrow.
Expects things to be easy.
We face a determined enemy, but you are better. But we must prove it every single day.
While also acknowledging that this is a crucial time period.
History is watching. Be the force you swore an oath to be: focused, disciplined, lethal, and unbreakable.
The secretary told the troops he and the president have their backs.
You are the best, most powerful, most lethal fighting force the world has ever seen.
And concluded by saying,
Godspeed, warriors, and keep going.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Hey, Uncle Henry here, and I've got two people with me who know how to help you make sense of your money. John McNeil and Virginia O'Brien from Mobile Bay Financial Solutions.
Thanks, Uncle Henry. With the economy continuing to shift, there's never been a more crucial time to take control of your financial future. Whether you're planning for retirement or just trying to protect what you've built, we're here to help you do it with confidence.
That's right. We're local, we're trusted, and we're ready to guide you through uncertain times. Call us today at 251-666-5000 for a free financial checkup. That's 251-666-5000. Let's make sure your money is working as hard as you are.
Mobile Bay Financial Solutions. Smart planning right here at home.
Advisory services offered through Mobile Bay Financial Services, LLC, an Alabama-registered investment advisor. We can offer investment advice in states where we are registered, exempt, or excluded from registration. The material contained herein should not be construed as an offer or solicitation for investment advice, securities, insurance, or other investment products.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans have been victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, your identity, if it's stolen, they fix it guaranteed or your money back. And last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms do apply.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Bakery owners, you will be loved today. Every pastry will be flaky. Your cake will make a child's day. Your delivery van won't get sideswiped by a distracted garbage truck driver. But if so, breathe easy, knowing you'll get back to business quickly with Progressive protecting your commercial auto. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
If advertising were one size fits all, you get it from a vending machine. I'm Melissa with iHeartRadio. I help businesses grow with custom ad plans. Call me at 251-648-8378.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
News Radio 710 WNTM AM and WMXC HD3. Mobile.